Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today in Marvel Mystic Mayhem, we're going to go over the July update to the tier list. I told you earlier this week we would have an update already. The game has only been out for 2 weeks, so I've got my global tier list out there. As we go through this tier list, you will see that some people have moved around, but a lot has happened in the last couple weeks. As you can see, already level 64, Captain America has come out, so we're going to talk about him as well. There's a lot to discuss here. There's some cool things that are happening, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Really quick before we get into this, cool things are happening. What I meant by that is I've got some codes. I'm doing a giveaway over on my Discord, so head over there. The link to my Discord is in the description below, so you can head over there, enter the giveaway. I will say, just caveat, don't expect a ton. These are first-time codes, so they probably won't have a ton in them, but I know that there's some gold and some tactic reports, and we can always use more resources. But hopefully this is the beginning of something even greater. I'm super excited about this game and where this game is going. There are some challenges with it right now. That's a whole nother video when we talk about gems and being able to summon and energy and all that stuff. But they've got a cool roadmap that we've seen so far, and hopefully we continue to see this game grow, evolve, and be successful. So we'll see what happens. Let's jump into this. I wanted to share with you where I was. So as I mentioned, I'm a level 64. This game, the max level is level 70, so should be level 70 here in just a few days. But I do have everybody now, except for Thor. Thor still evades me to this day, but hopefully we'll summon him. I'm saving any and all summons that I get right now for the upcoming Fantastic Four. We know that they're coming, so I'm super excited about that. So I want to make sure to save that so I can summon and get them and test them. So I've got everybody over the last couple of weeks been able to play with them a lot and test them in different game modes. So when we go over this tier list here in just a second, I think where I've moved some people makes a whole lot of sense. So let's head over there. All right, and here we are. So very cool stuff, I think, over the last couple of weeks, really getting familiar with the different characters. If we take a look, I'm just going to go from S all the way down to the bottom. I think we're going to have most conversations around the S and the A plus tier. A down to C. That's where you really get into those situational type characters. But when we take a look at the S tier, originally S tier was just Doctor Strange and Juggernaut. That was before I even had Juggernaut. That was going off of my experience in the different betas and talking with people and getting feedback. So Doctor Strange still, I feel, the best healer in the game. Emma, we'll talk about her in a minute, but Doctor Strange, a lot of versatility in his kit. He's got a lot of healing. Not just with his ultimate where he can heal everybody, but also he's got a buff that he can select. So he's got buffs, debuffs, a couple different heals. He's very versatile, and he comes in very clutch in some areas where you really need that extra healing. Great healer. Juggernaut is absolutely amazing. That guy just does not go down. I've been in battles, PvP and even just PvE battles, where everybody dies and he's the last one, and he just doesn't tick down health. He does take some time, like I had mentioned during the first tier list. He does take some time and some investment to really get good. So I wholeheartedly believe that he continues to stay in the S tier. One of the best, I think, best tank in the game. We'll talk about Captain America. He is awesome as well. Scarlet Witch, I think she's been a favorite for a very long time. I had her at A+. I moved her up into S. She is the best damage dealer in the game when it comes to special damage. Iron Man, I believe, is the best damage dealer in the game when we talk about the physical damage. But she's got massive single target damage. She's got some AoE damage with her ult as well. She's just absolutely awesome. She buffs herself. She's definitely built for crit. So she's a lot of fun. Thor escapes me, but when you take a look at where he's used, go into the leaderboards of Dragon Armor right now, he's used pretty much by everybody. He's used in almost every single game mode. He's good in PvP, PvE, his lightning that chains to mobs, just being able to clear multiple mobs, which is why he's so great for armor, clearing all the mobs. Even when you go and you do your farming dungeons for the gold and you need to clear those, he works out really well there. Great AoE damage dealer. So I did move him up to S. Also, I moved Iron Man up to S. Again, like I said, I feel he's the greatest damage dealer, physical damage dealer in the game. He has a lot of versatility. He's got a lot of dashing. He's got a lot of AoE type damage, either in a straight line or a wide straight line, or just his ultimate that just covers a massive damage area. These characters, when you take a look at most teams created in the game, most of them will be comprised of the S and the A plus tiers here. So you got tanks, you got damage dealers, you got healers. Now let's talk about A plus. Now I've seen some tier lists where you got Emma at S, you've got Emmett, where you got Emma at S, you've got Captain America at S. Here's the thing. Captain America, I think, is fantastic. He definitely benefits from manual gameplay, which is something we talked about before. He's got buffs. He's got shields. He's got mana generation. He is absolutely great. However, here's the thing. He doesn't do much damage. And when it comes to talking about tanks, his survivability is lower than Juggernaut. So this is kind of where I thought, is he on par with Juggernaut for me as far as survivability, being able to protect his team? Yes, he's got some shields. Those shields get taken out fairly quickly, and he himself, if the enemies really focus on him, he does fold pretty quickly. So on the level of Juggernaut, I don't feel he is, but I definitely feel that he's better than who we have down here in the A class. So that's why I made sure that we have an A plus tier here, because he's in the middle for me. He's just below Juggernaut. When we talk about Sentry, same thing. He does some great damage. He's got a little bit better survivability than Captain America, but I still don't think he's on the same level as Juggernaut. So I've got him at A plus. Emma is amazing. She is amazing for a very particular and specific reason, and that is to buff your special damage class. So a lot of teams will have Emma, Scarlet Witch, and Juggernaut, Emma, Scarlet Witch, and Thor, Emma, Scarlet Witch, and not Captain America because he's physical, but Sentry. Scarlet is kind of the crux of that. She's the massive damage dealer for that special damage dealing class. So there's a lot of team building there using Emma specific to your special damage class. Now, Scarlet Witch, even though she's special damage, she's plug and play between special damage and physical too. You can go ahead and mix those up. I put Scarlet Witch and Captain America together all the time. Scarlet Witch, Captain America, Emma, just to buff up Scarlet Witch, or if I need more healing, I'll throw in Doctor Strange. So a lot of teams can be made out of these top two tiers. And just because you see characters in a little bit of a lower tier doesn't mean they're not good somewhere. It's just as you get lower and they're lower in the tier list, it's where do you want to spend most of your resources? The resources in this game aren't plentiful, so you really want to focus on a few so you can make the most number of teams that you can. Now, if we take a look at, let's see, Captain America, Sentry. So those were two on here, two new ones. So I didn't have them previously placed. Scarlet Witch, Iron Man, and Thor got bumped up a tier. The only other change here that I made is Thread. So Thread I did bump down to C. I really liked him early on when I was playing in the last beta or the early access or whatever that was, the test that came out. But I'm finding I'm not really using him. I'm not seeing him used much anywhere else either. So probably can wait on building him. Dream Queen, I did drop her down into the C tier. Well, no, I didn't have her on the last one because I didn't have her. So she's newly placed at C tier right now as well. So we'll see what happens with this bottom tier of heroes. Those were the major changes here. When you get in this A list, Storm will be used from time to time, not as frequently as these characters up in the S and the A+, but it doesn't mean that she's not handy. Same with Armor. Armor, she's got a stun. She's got some great survivability as well. And also, I think she's probably even got a little bit better survivability than Captain America. However, Captain America, with the versatility of his kit, providing shields and buffs and mana generation and things like that, that's really what bumps him up above Armor. You'll use her in specific situations or when you have to in specific game modes, but I continue to leave her there. Angela, I've played around with moving Angela down to maybe the B tier. Don't use her a lot. She's got some nice AoE damage. She has. I have used her in a couple different teams, and she's been helpful. And then everybody else, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep there. A lot of people have been talking to me about Spider-Man and Moon Knight. Moon Knight, I think, is very specific as well. He does have... He's really the only physical damage dealer in the game that has healing, that provides healing to the team, right? We don't have a healer that is specific to the physical damage class. We've got Emma and we've got Strange, who are both special damage, but we don't have a healer for the physical damage team. So interesting to see where that individual might come into play. But Moon Knight might be good for you if you're looking for a little bit of healing and you're looking for that specific physical damage team. And then, like I said, a lot of people have been talking to me about Spider-Man. I'm going to play around with him a little bit more. Right now, I still think he's in B tier. He's a controller. He's not a damage dealer. So when we take a look at the S and the A plus tier, I just don't feel I would swap anybody out there for Spider-Man. So, all right, everybody, that is my updated tier list. The next tier list update will come out in August. By the time August gets here, we will have Fantastic Four. So super excited to pull for them and test them. What do you think about the game? What do you think about my tier list update? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Make sure to put it in the comment section below so that we can generate the conversation that tier lists are known for. That's one of the things I love about tier lists. Generates a ton of conversation, and everybody learns so much. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.